Cindy, watching Free Speech TV in Independence, Kentucky. Hey, Cindy, what's up?
Last week you talked about your feelings that there were, or your opinions, that there was going to be another meltdown.
Yes.
My words, not yours. And I wanted you
I'll own those words.
Beg pardon?
I agree with those words. Yeah.
Okay. And being tell me more.
Okay. Well, here's my takeaway, and I just finished writing a book about this, which will be out in November, titled The Crash of 2016. But here's, in essence, the storyline. From the Reagan era through the end of the Clinton era, there was this massive wave of deregulation of basically undoing the New Deal, letting investment banks and commercial banks merge, doing away with rules, bringing into being things like derivatives that never used to exist. Our derivatives market, which is an unregulated market, a banking market, went from not even existing in 1998 to being over $600 trillion today, and the GDP of the entire planet's only $65 trillion. It was $900 trillion before the big crash in 2008, and this was one of the main things that took down the banks. So what has happened is we had a structural system that worked, that made for a stable marketplace. We had relatively high taxation before Reagan dropped the top tax rate below 50%. Whenever top tax rates are above 50%, you have a stable economy for long periods of time. We were above 50% from 1935 until 1985 or 86, and it was very, very stable. Reagan dropped that down to 28%. The next year, you saw the biggest stock market crash since 1929, and in, I think it was 86, maybe 87. So that stabilizes the market, those high taxes, because people don't gamble with money that they have to pay taxes on. They treat it very, very carefully, number one. Number two, we changed the structure of things so that people could easily gamble with that money, and that easy gambling makes for a very, very unstable economy. So we have not fixed the essentials. What President Obama and this Congress have done, and President Bush before him, is, Bush, the whole thing kind of fell apart on Bush's watch, and what Obama has done is kind of put it back together with baling wire and bubble gum and Scotch tape, but it's really not together. It's really, they're reinflating the bubble. I mean, we're seeing it. We just saw a 10-point rise in housing prices year over year. That, to me, is an indication of a new bubble. And until we actually change the fundamentals, until we bring back Glass-Steagall, until we do away with, literally undo Phil Graham's Commodity Futures Modernization Act and make it illegal to trade commodities, derivatives, unless you're going to trade them in a licensed and transparent commodity marketplace. Break up the big banks and go back to having banks that are reasonable and community based. Reinforcing the Sherman Antitrust Act, like Reagan stopped doing in 1982. Until we undo the damage that's been done by 32 years of Reaganomics and go back to fundamentals, we're continuously going to have an economy that's like just trembling, just waiting for the big wind to blow it over. And my guess is that the big wind is either going to be an international incident or it's going to be the student loan bubble bursting. And my guess is that the Obama administration is going to do everything they can to keep this thing going until November of 2016, the next presidential election, so they don't hurt the next Democratic candidate. The same way Bush tried to keep it going until November of 2008, and Bush mistimed it by about 6 months. And we'll see if Obama can pull it off or not. But that's my prediction. I could be very wrong. I sure hope I am. But check in with me, Cindy, in 2016, and we'll compare notes. Thank you for the call. Coming up tomorrow, the IRS and the Tea Party, Issa and Graham. By the way, the good news about what I just described is that it will produce change, and I think it'll produce, as Ravi Batra calls it, a new golden age.